certain to be a factor in this one. There's no other way to say it, really. It is hot. It is humid here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. With the echoes, a cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They're going to look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Right there.
They'll look to throw here. Man open, here is Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wagner. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. There he goes, right side. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. Airing this one out for Evans.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Touchdown, Carolina! A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Buccaneers, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Oh, good move. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
It's second and inches.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On second down now, it's Mitchell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Back to throw here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, 30 yards. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now a throw here to his running back. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
2nd and 5. Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to get a score back. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Actually winds up getting 8 there.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 45's the mic. Hey, watch your leg.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he breaks through another tackle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Just like that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers.
And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone, following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Into the hands of Darden. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle to Evans. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. On the counter, here's Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 3. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
In your face.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Watch the backer. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go. Team, right here. One set. Check Mike, 54.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we... We'll start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
What's tight? Check right.
They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Carolina.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Mike 96, Mike 96. No chance.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Come on now, let's go. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Check. Fresno.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Check right, check right. Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Love. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught at the 5. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mitchell. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
And he'll find Pittman. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Stays on his feet, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
He'll try again, and he'll get this forward only for about a yard as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Love from the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.